All right, everyone, we are live for another edition of Cap Social with this week's guest, Tom Wilson. Last week we had a successful first episode that Tom, you kind of hopped on. How was it seeing all those guys?
It was a lot of fun. There's definitely some characters in that crew, but good to just jump on and catch up and talk about old times.
So, where are you right now? Where are you quarantining, and how have you been?
I'm in Toronto. We've been here for about a month now, so just a bit of a change of scenery. Get home, see some family. It's been going well. Obviously, pretty similar to the rest of everyone out there, but it's been good. Had some downtime and just looking forward to picking back up at some point.
Yes. Okay. So we asked our season ticket holders to send in some questions for you, and we're going to go through some of those and shout out their names. And the first one kind of goes along with what I just asked. This is from Carrie, and she's been a season ticket holder for 11 years, and she wanted to know who you are quarantined with.
I'm quarantined with my girlfriend Taylor, my new pup Halle. Can't forget her, and my little brother actually Jamie is here. So it makes it fun. We can play video games together, hang out, catch up, because obviously you don't get to spend that much time with your siblings and stuff during the year. So he's been a good mediator, and it's fun to hang out and spend 24/7 together with our crew here.
Yeah, you get to know people pretty well when you spend that much time with them.
Sure.
All right, this next one's from Nicholas. He is in section 417, and he's been a season ticket holder for 14 years. You're a professional athlete, but also a professional competitor. How do you maintain that part of yourself during all of this?
Oh, that's a good question. I think being competitive has been in my nature since day one. You think back to recess in grade school or whatever, like that's just the norm. Sometimes a little bit too competitive at times, but I think that's what gets a lot of people to the NHL, and to be competing at the best level against the best in the world is something that the athlete in you always wants and look forward to every night. So it's tough right now. Obviously that gets put on hold a little bit, but I think in the back of your head, you're going to be back at that level whenever it happens. So, you want to stay sharp and you want to stay fit, and just make sure that you're ready to go and put in the time now so that you don't dig yourself a hole.
This one's from Vic in section 104, been a season ticket holder 5 years. Which teammate have you been chatting with the most since the season paused? And is there anyone else in the NHL that you chat with besides Caps players?
I think, Brendan Dillon and Osh and I have been checking in kind of weekly, playing some golf online on Xbox, and we FaceTime and just catch up and have a beer, pretend we're on the course or whatever, which is pretty funny. Guys check in here and there. Talk to V a little bit. I actually talked to Latz today a little bit. He was checking in on me, which a good old roommate would do.
Throwback.
Just checking in with guys around the league and friends, and there's been a lot of conversations about stuff going on. So just getting on the same page and touching base and making sure everyone's in a good spot. It's been a time to circle back with a lot of former teammates and catch up and chat a little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of Oshu, since you guys said you've been in touch, Lee from section 400 wants to know the origins of your guys' infamous pregame skate, butt taps, warm up, superstition. Give us the lowdown.
You know what? I've thought about that, and I actually have no idea how that started or why it started. It's just one of those fun things that developed, and we probably won the first game that he did that or I did that, and it just became a ritual and a superstition and something fun to do. So, it's developed into obviously something that's pretty funny and has taken on a life of its own, but it changes. There's a lot of variety. I mean, you're there on the bench sometimes. It's never really the same. We try and stick with the same thing if we've won a couple games in a row, but it's, you know, you just try and get as creative as you can after game. So he's one of the best guys, and a ton of fun to have in the dressing room. So, you know, there's no shortage of fun moments when he's involved.
This one is from Eva, section 120. If you weren't a professional ice hockey player, what profession or job would you have?
Oh, you know what? I get that question quite a bit over the years, and I really don't have a good answer for it. You know, I was always kind of interested in medicine a little bit, growing up, and you know, if I wasn't playing the sport, maybe I'd be a trainer or something like that to study that side of the game, or you know, athletics in you know, from that viewpoint. But it's I didn't really know until I was 15 or 16 that playing in the NHL was going to be a real goal for me. But once that happened, I was just kind of all in and focused, maintaining good grades just in case I needed to fall back. But wanted to just, you know, chase my dream and go all in and try and accomplish that, which I was fortunate enough to do.
Ooh, medicine, that would have been a lot of school.
Yeah, who knows what degree of medicine it would have become, but
Minimum.
yeah, we'll see. We would have, you know, it would have been interesting. So we'll see.
So there's a couple questions about Halle, which I'm sure you're not surprised about. Is she around? Can she come in the frame for while we answer these questions?
Yeah, I think she's snoozing, but I can grab her. Give me a sec.
All right.
All right.
Halle girl.
Special delivery.
Yes. Oh, she's gotten so big since when you guys first got her.
She's sleepy because she just woke up and was actually out in the rain beforehand. So she's got a little bit of a crimp going with the ears.
Oh, wet. James from section 410. He's been in a season ticket holder for 11 years, and then another season ticket holder, Renee, wants to know how the dog training is going and what kind of tricks have you been successful in teaching her?
Oh, well, we've obviously it's a wide range of things, just from getting her to come when you ask, and you know, sitting and laying down and stuff are the basics. We've been working on you know, roll over, shake a paw, high five. I put out a little video, some bloopers of our training day, you know, a couple weeks back. So she's awesome. She's a smart pup, sometimes a little bit too smart for her own good.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun, and she's learning a lot every day and getting super big already.
Lynn from section 412 wants to know how you got involved in fostering dogs.
Yeah, well, you know what? Obviously, there's been, you know, homeward trails and stuff have been a big part of the Caps for a while. And when I came to the team, there was a calendar shoot, and it seemed like a great cause. And you know, dogs are great. I grew up with them in my family and just love them. So, you know, my girlfriend's big on you know, volunteering and helping any way she can. So you know, a year or a couple years ago, we just thought, you know, we have some time. Why don't we try fostering? And I think it was 3 or 4 pups at the time, and it gets harder and harder to let them go after you've spent a couple weeks or whatever. So when we got this one, you know, we were thinking that it was going to be maybe the one that we kept, and became part of the family, and she did that. So it's been an awesome ride.
Is she the first of maybe a couple dogs to come, or are you guys capping it at one dog?
I don't know. Like, once I wish, like, you know, you think back, she had a really cute sister, and it would have been fun to get 2 if we had no
Yeah.
all the time in the world. But we obviously adopted her before the stoppage. So not a ton of land in Toronto here, so one is enough in the city. But maybe down the road, you know, if there's ever a farm or something like that, it would be fun to have some more animals.
Yeah. All right. Well, she's being really good, but I can tell she's sleepy, so we'll let her get back to her nap if she wants to go, and we'll move on to the next set of questions.
So I guess this is next level with the Zoom call. She's a high-tech pup.
She is a high-tech pup. So these next couple questions are from Deborah, Jake, and Kim, and they're regarding how you're staying in shape and what kind of your daily routine and workout looks like now away from the gym and away from all the CAPS trainers.
Yeah, like obviously the team stays involved a little bit. We're lucky that we have a pretty good support staff, whether it's the CAPS organization or the people that I use, the trainers that I use in the summer with sport specific stuff. So it's been good. They've been sending out some programs and stuff that we can keep in shape with. Peloton. We're a big fan of Peloton, so we've been riding the bike a lot, which is a lot of fun. And we actually had one before this happened, so that was very fortunate because I know they're probably in high demand right now.
Do you get on there and compete with anyone else?
Yeah, like some of the guys are on there, like Alzi, Carl Alsner, my buddy Sean Monahan. There's a lot of guys that are on there. I keep it pretty low key. Some of their numbers are pretty impressive. I think guys have figured out how to get the high score on there. But it's fun.
Bragging rights.
It's a lot of fun, and it just keeps it fresh kind of day to day. There's always something new on there. So, and then, I've posted and stuff. There's some bash workouts. There's different live workouts online that are always fun to jump on. And obviously they've got a pretty fun staff and community there. So I've done that from time to time as well.
Yeah, so speaking of Bash, we're going to welcome on a special guest, Alex from Bash Boxing. I believe she's the founder and co-owner. You are a partner with Bash.
There
and
she
here we
is.
go. We have Alex.
Hi. Hey, guys.
Hi.
What's
I was
up?
just giving an intro and kind of the background about how Tom is a partner with you guys and
Yes.
has been posting about everything that you've been doing. So if you want to kind of give us a background on Bash, what it is and what you guys have been up to since obviously all the studios are currently closed.
Right. So Bash is a 45-minute boxing-inspired workout. We normally in studio spend half the time on an aqua-filled boxing bag and the other half the time strength training and conditioning on the floor side. You flip back and forth. You do about a 10-minute warm-up once you get in there, and then you're just going to alternate doing intervals and rounds on the bag and intervals and rounds on the floor. We had, like most businesses and fitness businesses, we had no idea that the shutdown was going to be so quick, and we had to take our entire platform digital in 24 hours. So we've done everything so far through Instagram Live. We thought about going through Zoom, and we actually built out a platform in case we want to go that route. And if we continue to hold virtual classes, which it looks like we will when we reopen. But right now we do a free class every single day on Instagram Live. So we also went back and forth whether to go into a paid option. A lot of different fitness studios and a lot of different studios that had to take their business virtual after the first 3 weeks were like, you know what? We're not making any money. There's rent that needs to be paid, bills that need to happen. We actually decided to stay free. So we did that for our community. We know the times are getting harder and tougher, and more jobs are either being downsized or lost, and it's just a really uncertain time. So we want to be the biggest positive certainty that you can find in your day, whether it's 6:30 at night every day, or we do a noon on Wednesdays now. 5:30 on Friday is when me and Coach Nick go live. That's our time. And then we do 11:30 on Saturday, and we do, we just changed Sunday to 12 p.m. We were getting that everybody wants a little bit of a later Sunday workout. So we were doing 10:30, now we're doing 12 p.m. right on the dot. The attendance has been overwhelming. It's been seeing like 170 people live in the workout has just been so cool. And I think that's what's been amazing, is seeing our community grow during this time and them really show up for us and know that they're still showing up for their workouts and showing up for that.
So if there are people that are watching now that have never participated in a Bash class or a virtual Bash workout,
Sure.
Can you give us a lowdown on maybe a couple of introductory steps of the boxing form and what body parts you guys normally work out during?
Yeah, I'm looking back here because I actually planned this out. I'm going to stand up here. Can you guys still see me?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm glad you're here to do it, so I don't have to.
We know he's a pro.
Yeah, exactly. So we work endurance, strength and power at Bash. So I thought about today for endurance, all you have to do is do your 1s and 2s. So your 1 is you're going to step out with your front foot and fully extend your front arm. That's your jab. So that's the most important punch in boxing. You're always going to step out with that front foot. It's same arm as leg. And then your 2, you're just going to follow up with that backhand. That's your power shot. That's going to be your dominant hand. So you're going to step forward with your non-dominant hand, punch forward, and then your 2. And if you do that just 1s and 2s for 45 seconds straight, you can see that my legs are moving too. You have to move those feet. Keep your core nice and tight. 45 seconds feels a lot longer than you think it does when you're throwing those punches. So those are 2 of the movements that we do. When we work on strength, a lot of people in their house don't have weights and resistance bands. And if you look up behind, everything is sold out. So we have everyone finding the corner of a table or their couch. And if we're doing something like dips, just walking your feet out in front of you, you can use any surface. You're going to use tempo to create strength. So down 3, 2, 1, hold at the bottom where it's really tense, and then power up for 1 count. And you can just use your body weight as that weight and then pressing back up. So we do work strength work. It's not just all boxing. We're going to find different variables in your house. Maybe you pick up a backpack or something to add a little bit more weight when you're doing squats. We really work that tempo. So that's what really sets us apart and makes it different. We don't just gas you for 45 minutes. We think about the structure of the workout still. We still design the workout. They're fully designed workouts, and we deliver them to you. So yeah.
Well, I can vouch that they are killer because I do come and take Bash classes myself. So
that's
I suggest everyone to do these virtual ones and then get in a studio after this is all over. But can you remind just everyone where they can find these live workouts, and then maybe when this is all over, how they can get into a physical class?
Absolutely. So for right now, all of our workouts are done on Instagram Live every single day on weekdays, Monday through Thursday. It's at 6:30 p.m. But it stays on our Instagram Live for a full day. So even if you can't catch us right at 6:30, you can do it later at 7:30. It's on there for 24 hours. So it's really, you can work out anytime. And then we do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5:30, 11:30, and noon. When we reopen, and hopefully that will be soon, you can find us in 2 locations. I'm in the Boston location right now, which is the Caps is right above me where you guys normally are. And that's 700 North Randolph Street. And then we have our first location, our flagship location is just 2.5 miles down the road in Roslyn, and that's 1550 Wilson Boulevard. Every single person's first class is free. We're actually going to give everyone a free class when we reopen, anyone that's ever come to Bash before. So if you came before and you're not a member with us now, you're gonna get another free class because we wanna just welcome people back in the doors.
That's awesome. And the handle on Instagram is at Bash Boxing, or what is it?
It's just at BASH, just at Bash. Okay. We got super lucky with that one.
Perfect. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on and encouraging everyone to kind of stay active and get in shape and try out classes. Hopefully we see an uptick in viewers on the next live.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me on. Good to see you, Tom.
Bye, Alex.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, that was awesome. Hopefully some people get to do that. I know you're a big proponent of them. So in this next segment, we figured that we would take a deep dive into your Instagram and go through some old photos where you could give us a little bit of context, maybe any funny stories that happened. When I was going through photos, you obviously used to be a lot more active than you are now. So there's some pretty epic photos that were from when you were younger with long hair everywhere. This is the first one we have here. So what's the story behind whatever you got on your face?
Oh, I think that was called the Honest Abe Award. That was kind of a thing that the team would hand out after the game to the guy that they felt showed up or whatever. No way. Oh my God.
We wanted to bring on a special guest to help talk through these photos.
I was just talking to you. Did you
know? They texted me yesterday. He's like, yo, you got to jump on this call. I was like, oh, I got to go on today.
No way.
Yeah,
well, we bring him on since you guys have so many old pictures together and help roast these old photos that we picked.
I was watching along. You guys did good.
Thanks, dude.
So what do you think about this? Were you there, Latta, when this Abe hat and beard was a thing?
I think I was. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. This was actually the game where those pictures are from the pool. Remember we were in the pool and that was rookie party that weekend, I think. Oh, our rookie party.
So Good
Don't
times.
want to dive too far into that, but
Right.
to
Yeah.
provide some context.
Yeah, we are live after all.
I'm glad that I got the
on.
player of the game after rookie party. That's pretty impressive. That might have something to do with it.
We may have to bring back that player of the game instead of the Nats helmet now.
Hey,
We'll go to the next photo here. All right, so who's this bunny and this dog and young Tom?
So that is Trix, I think was the name of the bunny. Don't ask me why. I think it did tricks off its house or something. And that was Cinder, the pup, and that was my first dog that I grew up with. That's a throwback. I was actually just sent that to my dad the other day. I didn't even realize that was on my Instagram, but pretty hilarious.
Oh, it's there, and you're rocking Caps colors too, which is kind of
And the
convenient.
Expos hat, which is actually what the Nats.
The Nats were.
Yeah. So.
Wow, you're destined to be in DC.
Yeah.
You look the same, I think. All right, where's this guy?
Bend those knees a bit.
Yeah, that's
Poor form.
That's it at my cottage in Quebec, actually, where my family grew up spending a couple weeks every summer. So I don't know how old I am there, but obviously a young guy getting after it. Probably a wipeout coming there, it looks like.
Got a buzz cut there. That might be where you're headed if your hair keeps growing long during this quarantine.
For sure.
All right, what's this next one? All right, we know this is your Twitter header page, and we just need to know what's happening here. And Lotta, if you have any comments, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that seems like the photographer is doing me some justice there with a good J stroke or whatever that is. But I think that's at the same cottage, family cottage. My little brother's up front there, and my family pup, Maggie, who's still kicking at age 16 right now back home, which is awesome. That's kind of a cool shot just in the off season, trying to stay in shape, I guess, in a different method, getting back to our roots there in a canoe.
Who is that with you?
My little brother, Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's there.
He's
all right, well, now we know the story behind this.
So it's kind of like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
That was our first training.
The good stuff.
I think we were living in the hotel together.
Yeah, Residence Inn right around the corner.
Yeah.
Did you guys have to share a room, or you had separate rooms and just hung out in the same room?
It's separate, but we stayed in the same one.
Yeah, as you would.
Yeah, we had the option to stay separately, but figured we'd buck in.
That was the
Might
best.
as well.
I was up and down with Hershey a ton that year, and Willie was up full time. Was it right?
Yeah.
That was our first year.
Yeah.
And, so we got a lot of good bonding time together.
I feel like there's so many pictures like this that we pulled, so we're going to see them all.
I might have to go through and filter my Instagram page now, looking back at a couple of these throwbacks.
No, you have to keep this.
Yeah,
no one knows that Willie now.
Yeah.
This gives him a glimpse into your guys' roommate life. We'll put up another. All right, what's this? What happened here?
I think that was a preset pie in the face, right? We were doing a little interview thing, I think. And
it's for ESPN. I think.
That was a big.
It was like, we want to do Latz or Tom interviewing Latz or vice versa, and I think one of the boys got me with a shaving cream pie. Wardo or Chimmer or something.
Wardo, yeah.
Wardo.
That sounds one of them about right.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
There is a picture of you interviewing him after that I saw too. So it was Tom interviewing you.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what was said.
Probably a lot of good questions.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This one we found on your page, Lots, and this is pretty good. So who are the guys in between, and whose wedding were you guys at?
That was. You want to take this? Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I think that was Petey's wedding, right?
Yeah. Out in Halifax.
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you remember from that. I think there was a couple drinks at that wedding too.
Were there some fuzzy memories here? We're forgetting a little bit.
Yeah, we just did like that's Brower obviously, and then Petey, and we just had a good time, and then we did a picture of the boys. I think we did a few creations of prom photos.
Nice. Yeah, that is the classic prom pose. So
they're definitely
better with four guys.
A couple drinks if we were in a prom pose, but Lat's hair still looks pretty good at this point, so it's probably early on in the night.
Yeah. That's
before
a
it
young
gets
one,
crazy.
like, the long flow still.
Yeah,
That's
scary.
Been a couple years since that. All right, so we noticed that you both went on a trip together to swim with dolphins.
Oh yeah,
That was Bahamas, right? Atlantis.
yeah,
Bahamas,
Atlantis.
yeah, so good.
I still
Was
have
it
a
a
picture. I still have another picture of actually at Berkey, Latz and I that we bought afterwards. I still have that picture in Washington. Yeah, it's the three of us with a dolphin. But that was an awesome time with the boys for sure.
Yeah.
is that picture framed up somewhere? You got to have it on display.
With a nice Atlantis
Over
frame.
his head.
I'm not going to say that I went out and got it framed, but it is in a nice frame right now.
That's
Fair.
nice.
All right, that's fair.
That's one of those.
That looks like a good time.
Oh,
All right, so we noticed a lot of these just like out of context, random
yeah.
selfie pictures of you guys. So
That
what
was-
is happening on this fridge?
We were doing the 24/7, right? Is that what
Yeah, this is like the most famous photo we have, I think.
we had probably just moved in together, or maybe a couple months in, but
Yeah.
we were young bachelors at the time.
So 3 jars of ketchup. Why?
It was this great deal at Costco.
Yeah, that's
3 for 1.
it was Costco, yeah.
Really
Yeah.
like his deals. He's cheap.
I didn't even know what Costco was. Latz is like, I gotta take you to this great place, Costco.
Willie makes ketchup sandwiches a lot, so we need a lot.
Just two pieces of bread and ketchup?
Great ketchup, that sicko. So,
But I think we maybe used half of one of the bottles. Like that was just real optimistic of us to try and
yeah, there's some ranch, some chocolate milk.
Some
Chocolate
A1 steak sauce.
I need that.
yeah,
Who
the
was in
necessities.
charge between you guys of mostly stocking the fridge?
Well, we do everything together. We just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
fair.
it was more like a go to Whole Foods and get our dinner that night, whether it was a stir fry. I think that was Latz's signature, a nice stir fry.
Or steak and you do steak and sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not much pre-planning there then. Yeah, so here you guys are grocery shopping. So I guess you're right. You do everything together.
Look at the selfies. I didn't realize I took a selfie every day and posted it back then.
Yeah, times have changed.
Yeah, there were a lot of selfies of you guys that I didn't even pull up here. One of you guys at Target in the parking lot. I mean, you guys used to document everything.
That's Steve-O there, Latz, in the back. Steve Alexi, I think.
Oh, Alexi, yeah, it is.
He was cooking for us that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how full the cart is there. Must be a big deal.
So do you guys miss being roommates at all, or are you pretty happy that you are now moved on and living separately?
I miss it every day. Stuff.
Yeah, those were some of the best years of our lives, I think, for sure. But obviously,
Taylor kicked me out, so.
Fair. That would have been pretty entertaining if you three had been living together.
Yeah, that was fun times for sure.
She would have gotten you guys in line. I think we have maybe a couple other photos here. Tom, look at young Tom.
Like 17, eh? I'll combine.
Yeah, that is literally right before I went into the actual like physical portion of the combine, and obviously I'm scared, like so
Like,
nervous.
You can't read something. You can't read.
Yeah, like I'm just like ghost there. Like they basically walk you in, they take your mug shot, and then you go in right into the scary part where people are yelling at you and stuff. So that's
Lights are on, but no one's home.
yeah, exactly. I'm pretty nervous. Just a lot of adrenaline coming in there.
So how many years ago was that?
9
Almost 10 now, 9 years. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we're getting
Very
old.
young
We used
there.
to be the young guns, man.
Times are changing.
Times are changing. Well, that's all the photos we have, and that was our surprise that we didn't.
Lats, why don't you walk us through that nice photo on the wall behind you there?
Oh, is it?
What a treat.
Long time running? You like
Wow. Yeah.
that? Classic, huh?
You always
My
make
mom
it
actually got it for me.
nice.
A gift or something. Yeah, Liz. Legend.
Liz, Saint.
So, Lats, give the Caps fans a little update on what you've been up to. Where are you? What's been happening since you were a Cap?
I went to play in China, actually, in the KHL. That was a cool experience. We were in Shanghai before all the madness happened. That was 2 years ago. And then last year I was in Karlstad, Sweden. Farstad, our team was called. So it was cool. I really enjoyed living both places. Yeah, it's been fun. Nice to be home.
Wow. You're back in where?
Waterloo, Ontario. The Lou.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you both are back against in Canada. So you didn't play there when Devo was there then, right? Since you played there 2 years ago?
No, I know Devo. We all used to work out together, so I know Devo pretty well. But no, yeah, in China, no, he was. I missed him with the Caps by a year and then China by a year. He's just following me around.
He's following you around. Tell him to get out of there.
Sweden.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you guys. Thanks to both of you for your time. This was fun. Hopefully we got a surprise on you, Tom.
This
that
is
you
what it
weren't
takes
expecting.
to get a call from Lats these days. Caps are
Let's go through Caps media.
Yeah.
We're keeping friendships alive.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks guys.
Okay.
See you guys.
Bye.